This video is sponsored by iMusician.
Alright, it's Liam Killen. How does my hair look? This video is about how to control CC effects within Arcade with the Orba. Orba makes for a great synth with its own onboard sounds, which I've covered. It also makes for a very fresh MIDI controller. You can set it up the way you want with your own software synths. It also happens to fit like a glove with Output Sample Engine Arcade. Like, it's literally as if they're made for each other. Like, for real. I don't know, maybe they are. Here's the desktop app where you could access all of the functions of Orba as either a synth or a MIDI controller. I'm gonna head to bass, scroll down, and you can see all of these different gestures. So you have move only, press only, radiate, shake note, shake CC, spin, tilt. To be honest, I've actually only used 2 of these gestures because all the other ones are a little bit hard to execute. Radiate and tilt. Evidently, some of these are just not even an option, like spin. I can't do that with this wire attached. And especially if you're trying to execute 2 effects at the same time, which we will be doing, let's just stick to these 2 for now. Here's how to CC learn them with the effects in Arcade. Right click on the effects that you want to control, hit Learn MIDI, head to bass within the Orba app, and make sure you select the gesture that you want to use. In this case, I'm going to use tilt only, load. I'll minimize this. Now tilt, and it's easy as that. It should be working. So I'll try it with the synth. It's pretty cool. If you don't choose a specific gesture within the bass tab, the Orba is not going to know what to do, and it's just going to latch on to several CCs at the same time. It just gets confused. So let's make something of this. So I'm going to add some drums. I might as well drop something in from one of my own sample packs. This one's called LK Impact Drum Samples. So this pack is essentially made up of drum brute impact loops and one-shots. Okay, so that was wicked fun. Let's take a closer look at the Radiate Gesture on the Orba. I've added a vintage synth sample here, and we're gonna add it onto Y, because we already have enough delay, reverb-y stuff going on. So same thing as before, right click, Learn MIDI, head over to Orba Bass, and then click on Radiate Only, load that. We'll go back here, and it should lock. There it is. So it's a very subtle change, but it just kind of widens it. So this could be cool at the end of phrases. Very simple to use 2 gestures. I was actually doing that in my last take. So I'll set the tilt gesture to wash. Let's try that. If you're looking for a much easier way of coordinating 2 or more effects, you could do that using the same gesture. So in this example here, I've CC learned wash, wide, and dirt delay. Let's see what that sounds like. With this technique, you have to watch out because the effect send just becomes a lot more sensitive because you're using several effects. But it's just good to know that that's an option. And if you're feeling extra ambitious, you could obviously program a third effects, but we're not going to be doing that now because it's really easy to confuse the Orba that way. Unless, of course, you're using the same gesture for each effects. The effect sends that you added through Orba is printed into the MIDI, so if you chop up your samples afterwards, the effects will still be there. So let's say I have this sample here. I've got that really nice reverb tail at the end that I want to keep, but let's try moving the sample around. Just for the kick of it. Let's see if that sounds good. We'll try with 2 arcade samples at once. Three samples? Yeah. Clearly, Arcade is a sample engine where you kind of just can't go wrong with, and teaming it up with Orba as a MIDI controller just really takes it to the next level. If you've got Orba and Arcade, then you know what to do. If not, maybe this video will sway you to consider one or the other. I highly recommend both of them, and they're both great for this reason, but also game changers for reasons outside of this video. And together, just a match made in heaven. Okay, so let's talk about the sponsor of this video, iMusician. As a YouTuber or a creator, I'm required to release a lot of quick music. In fact, if you're interested, here's some insight on my content posting methods. iMusician is essentially an all-in-one music releasing machine, distribution, promotion, YouTube monetization, and they also offer mastering. This is actually one of those quick pieces of content that I was talking about, in this case, a performance on the SB404. Here you have a bunch of different options for the mastering style, which will affect the quality of your music. You also have some color options on the right here, so brightness, loudness, bass, warmth, mids. Hit play, and you can go back and forth from the mastered and pre-mastered version. Obviously, there's a really big gain difference here, which makes the mastered version sound a little bit better, but it definitely just sounds a bit more compressed, not over compressed, more polished, just more professional overall. I've left a link to their website in the description. You're welcome. Apparently 80% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribers, so, you know, make sure you stop freeloading. Thanks for watching.